I think out of Inspiration and Resolve, that is the combination of runes that give the most early game value. And I think his early game is his worst phase. I think Ghost, Barrier, Cleanse, Ignite, Heal, Teleport are all really good summoner spells for him. Especially Ghost, Cleanse, and Ignite, I find to be really, really powerful. And yeah, I think those summoner spells are more valuable than Phase Rush. I think they're more valuable than all of this because I can adjust as the game is going, right? So for example, if I'm playing against Aurelia and I'm laning against her and I have Conqueror Resolve, I don't have, like, I'm full scaling. Like, you know the Resolve tree, look at this, right? If you're taking Alacrity on Swain, you're reported, but other than this, like, nothing gives you early game. Like, Presence of Mind, sure, but that's what, like, Presence of Mind and Cookies. Cookies give you more mana early game, right? Presence of Mind scales better, but we're looking at early game, right? Conqueror doesn't give you shit early game. How the fuck do you even get the 12 stacks of Swain early game? Your Q's like 7-second cooldown, hello? So it gives you nothing. Conqueror gives you jack shit. Don't even try to pretend with me that Conqueror is good early game on Swain. It is just not. Presence of Mind is a scaling rune on him as well. Because again, early game mana, counteracted by Cookies, which is better. If you're taking Alacrity for laning phase like power as Swain, then more power to you, brother. You're cooking some shit that I am just not a believer of. I think Tenacity probably makes more sense. And again, Tenacity is a late game rune. You take it for scaling. And then Last Stand, again, you're not taking this so you can be low HP in lane and beat your laner. No, you take it for scaling. And then you have Resolve, which is what you're taking anyway, which is what I take anyway, which is, again, fair, right? Unless you're playing Conditioning, which I think is way too greedy. Because, again, like, I think a mid-game champion that spikes mid-game should take early game runes to make sure that he gets there. Again, if you disagree with me, that is completely fine. I'm just letting you know what I consider and, like, what I'm thinking about and why I think Spellbook is the best, because, like, you have more options. If you're having a bad early game, you can opt into defensive summoner spells to survive tower dives, to have counterplay. You also get Stopwatch, which IMO is a big deal. I think Stopwatch is a very big deal. I don't know, she could be in here, but that's life then. She would be very ballsy to be there, I find. She definitely could be, though. I don't think it's illegal for her to be. She was in here. Okay, that's fine. I can still zone her from XP here. Damn, aggro that one creep I didn't want to. This is why the level 1 strat that she did doesn't always work. Okay. I'm fine with that. Am I, though? Nice. So a lot of people do, like, the level 1 strat and they're like, oh, now I can farm again. Nah. You're still losing. I'm still making you lose some melee creeps. I didn't touch the wave enough to bounce it or anything like that. So that's why, like, don't be shy, you know? Just because level 1 didn't work doesn't mean you can't make him suffer anyway. I didn't deny her the melee creep that I wanted, so I lost cannon for it, but it's not the end of the world. She won't get the farm most of the CS anyway, so it's fine. Made her suffer a little bit as well. Again, she's playing Ignite, so the idea here is I slow push my wave, right? So I had this really big slow push, as you can see, and then now I'm gonna recall, and she's gonna try and fast push this wave and recall too. Now, I could opt into staying in this bush and trapping her, but I don't want to get ganked by Talia, so I'm just gonna go ahead and base here. I value Ruby Crystal the most here because the longer the fight goes, the better for me. Because I obviously am stronger than her all in. The longer the fight goes, the stronger I am. So, yeah. Could I have buffered? Yes, I could have. If I had applied my slow on her, I could have gotten one more auto in if I W'd her on the spot. But I find that it was not. Like, it wasn't that clear of a situation there. Like, the issue that I had with that, the reason why I didn't do it is because even if I tap her W there, I don't think I could have, like, hard committed anyway. But I think it would have been better there, yeah. Like, slightly. Like, Wing her is just more damage than auto-ing her, right? So I could have just W'd her auto there. Oh, nice little double kill bot lane. We like to see that. Lovely. Do you think Darius is good late game? I think Darius scales well, yeah. Again, slow pushing the wave. You see how my creeps are killing her creeps? That is why you slow push the wave. Really simple stuff. But it's important. You always streaming informative like that? Not always, but I try to be. I thought she was going to E the creeps there, so I started winding up Q because I wanted to smack her in the head. But again, it's fine to Q this wave because this wave is coming. It's going to like crash in front of her tower, but this gives me a longer timing to go ward a little deeper. I could have gone even a bit deeper, and then now I can touch this wave. Normally, Aurelia is very scary in these bouncing situations because she can just like do the whole thing where she spams Qs on the waves and stuff. But Darius can just fight her, so it's okay. That's just a knowledge thing. You know, normally Aurelia wins those fights, but against Darius, she doesn't have a chance. So I just stand my ground there, and I'm just going to cave her head in. I know it looks dumb, what she did, because it is, but it's not the end of the world. This is a cannon wave, and she doesn't have TP, so instead of trying to push this wave, I'll just recall. XDD? Pretty much. Like, it's just XDD, because, like, that's just not really a player. Like, that's, like, the only play they have, and, like, if that doesn't work, they just, like... It's like a short circuit, you know? I'm down to rush Tabi here, because that's just going to kill all our options in the lane. It's going to give me mobility to survive. I have some time before this next wave arrives, so it's all good. Knowing your damage and how much damage you can take? Yeah. You see how, like, he looks like a complete idiot because he doesn't know how much damage my champ does compared to his? You know, it's just stuff you need to know. Anyway, she crashes this wave. I give her the opportunity to have a timing here, but I really wanted my Tabi. Like, it's a really big deal, the tier 2 shoes, to survive ganks. Because it's not as good as Iron Spike Whip for killing her, because I have Ghost and Flash, so I don't need mobility. But I'm not really looking to kill her, like, hardcore, you know? I don't have to go out of my way to kill her. Wait, this guy's level 6, Karthus? Holy shit. What? Wait, he's level 6 bot lane? That's crazy. I dinged 6 last wave, and I solo killed that guy. And again, slow pushing the wave. If I wanted to, I could fast push to get a plate, but I'll get the plate anyway on the slow push, so I don't mind. I just have a different keyboard layout, that's why. I'm playing on a French keyboard layout, so it is literally the same. Everyone always mentions this, but it's like... I play the same way as everyone else. This is why you go tier 2 shoes. Again, here, wait with the slow. Okay, I want to do one more auto and then W her, but she just flashed, and I'm happy. A little bit sus that I didn't sidestep the thingy, but that's fine. Next wave is coming, so I can fast push now. Sorry, I can start pushing already. Next wave is arriving nice and fresh. I already start smacking it. And we're just going to crash this wave nice and easy. And collect the plate here. Fuck, I needed to flash the auto damage there. That's my bad. I misplayed. I'm happy I didn't give an assist to thingy, though. I fucked that up. I fucked up the... I shouldn't queue like that. Like, my first queue was really bad. I should never just queue like that. She can always queue it. I don't know why I did that. I need to upper hand queue her, and then she's... like, if I don't have upper hand, I just shouldn't press Q. That's my bad. I was, like, I started trying to just kill the Aurelia there, because Talia came up behind me, so I just accepted that I was fucked there. Instead of trying to, like... run, which I still think would have been probably better. So I misplayed by me. All good though. Doesn't change the fact that she's like really fucked. She's barely level, she's gonna hit level 7 soon, but I'm almost level 8, so by the time she gets back, I'll be like 1 creep off 8, if not already 8, and then I'm still level up, so it's not the end of the world. Sucks a little bit to die though, but yeah, like I said, it doesn't really matter. The guy's fucked. When he gets Blade, he'll have a chance to fight back until I get my Mythic, and he's like, I rushed Boots, so I spent 1100 gold on Boots, which means he didn't spend that gold on... I mean, it doesn't mean that he could buy Boots right now if he wants to. But my point is, if he doesn't buy Boots, he'll have his Boots before... sorry, he'll have his first item before I get mine. Because obviously 1100 gold is a lot of gold to spend. I'm just queuing here because I want to hit the wave here. Not just her, so... I'm kind of good with that. I knew she was going to go QQ there, so that's why I input buffered my W there. As she finishes her dash, and I'm just going to kill her. Yeah. This is why tier 2 shoes is a big deal in this matchup, because you don't need to... You just need to get on top of her, so you can run her down. Get that plate, crash the wave, and we're good. And again, like this game, for example, I haven't really been playing around Herald. Like I've just been ignoring it. But that's what I mean. Like it's very easy when you're queuing and just playing League that you just like autopilot. You're not thinking about, like, for example, I died as Herald was spawning. Like that would have cost us Herald that timing for me to pressure. I could have just gone and done Herald there instead if I was playing with my team. You know, like a serious game. I'm not gonna go Gore Drinker this game. I'm definitely going Stridebreaker, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go build towards this. Gore Drinker builds out of Ruby Crystals instead, so keep that in mind. You can't go double long anymore. This is Phage now, not Irons, not Warhammer. It's been that for a while, but you know, just a reminder for the people. This doesn't build into Gore Drinker anymore. No, ghosting back to lane doesn't buy you like much time at all. It's just shit. Ghosting on Narlia's head and killing her is pretty good though. I'm gonna dunk her because it's satisfying. I didn't need to, but it's satisfying. Like I'm guilty of that. I mean, I could hover for Blitz here, but I do not want to die for free. I kind of want to spend my gold here. I just want to insta base. I can also just push the wave that he's here. Normally I would insta base, but since I have my homie here, I can just push this wave. Gore Drinker is a thing on Darius? Yeah, I think it's not bad. If you're playing against a lot of melee champions that try to jump on you, it's not bad. Stridebreaker is definitely better, but Stridebreaker like covers your weaknesses really well. But sometimes your weakness is like melee. Like sometimes your weakness is getting bursted before you get your damage down, right? Like I'm sure you guys have played against like Garen, like this type of champion. Like Garen, maybe like Kaisa plus a CC support, and they just like jump, like they just CC chain you and like low-key one-shot you. And I think Gore Drinker into Sterak's is actually pretty good in that situation, because then you can do apprehend into, you can do like the nasty ass apprehend Gore Drinker into Q, and then you heal like 1,000 health instantly, like maybe even more. So I find that to be like a pretty decent combo. So when I was playing competitive, when Gore Drinker was a thing, I usually defaulted to Gore Drinker Sterak's Darius because I deemed that, like, in a competitive setting, people would CC you to, like, they would CC and burst you, or, like, try to do that. And then Gore Drinker Sterak's was actually the most reliable I found to counter that. My earlier roamed here, and I should have pinged a bit more, but my teammates are winning. You can't move when you use the active? True. It does take a little bit of changing the... It does take a little bit of changing your habits, but I don't think it's too bad. He can't sneak past, unfortunately, unless I fast push. You're gonna pull the wave here. I mean, we could dive her, but I don't think it's necessarily worth the play. I'm just gonna deny her some experience here. Let this guy go for a hook or something. Wait. What a beast. I'm just gonna ult her here. Ignite should finish her off. And if she jumps on me, I'll just auto her. What a beast this Blitz. Impressive. Gore Starks default? No, not necessarily. It's just, it's the best against burst, right? So if you're playing against champions, like for example this game, right? If I get piled on, I'm just screwed because I can't, like Karthus and Talia and Nami are too long range, so I can't apprehend them all into my Gore Drinker. But like if you're playing against like Kaisa or Xayah, I mean Xayah a bit harder because she has a lot of movement speed buffs. But if you're playing against a champion like Kaisa plus Nautilus plus like a melee champ like Renekton, I find that it is pretty good to have Gore Drinker Starax personally. That's what I found the most successful in my competitive endeavors when I played Darius and scrims and stuff. I found that to be like the most efficient. As the safer option, I mean, yeah, sure. It gives more effective health, assuming that you hit someone with Gore Drinker, but this does give you more options to like fight people, I find. Obviously the slow is easier to use. Like you can't really mess up your CC because you have so much of it. Darius is good into melees? Yeah. But too much of a good thing is bad. Didn't your mom teach you that? My mom taught me that. And the same is true for Darius. Too many melee champs on top of him. It's not good for him. So right now, just to explain to you guys, my bot lane wasn't winning. I could roam all the way bot lane here and just let Aurelia have as much as she wants, right? Like right now I can cross mid, pressure mid here, which is what I'm like low-key doing by doing these wolves and pushing them towards mid, right? I'm pressuring this Yone, making it difficult for him to play. If he shows up here, I could even gank him. Right, maybe he hugs the wall here. Now the minion's going to reveal me, so I'm just going to walk out. Yoing some gold here from my mid laner. You don't need to do this, of course, but the point is like, just to illustrate what I was talking about, right? I'm so fed right now that no matter what this Aurelia does, she's not going to come back for a long time. So instead of trying to do things that involve getting further ahead of Aurelia, I'm just going to go ahead and get ahead of everyone else here and make them suffer instead. Trying to dodge that slow there, but I didn't quite get there. Sucks to be me. My sidestep was not good. I should have reacted to her W instead of like predicted it. Either way, this is a very simple illustration of what I mean, right? Is I make everyone else suffer because I'm running down bot lane here. Aurelia, like if she took my whole tower here, I don't care. I base, I come back, and I make her suffer. I'm going to go Hullbreaker because obviously this game I can just end the game on side, and I need my Ghost Hand. I need my Summoner spells to 5v5 this game because I'm not good at running into Karthus, Talia, and Nami. Like these champs give me a lot of headache when I'm running into them, so I prefer running a side lane build here this game. Shouldn't you build Shojin second by default item? If you want to build it, you can, but we're talking about gold efficiency as an argument for buying an item. Last I checked, this item's pretty damn gold efficient once you get some levels. So, you know, I would say this item is more gold efficient once you get some levels, right? So maybe you're, I mean, you know, like for me, 20 armor in Amara already is pretty good. It's gonna go up real soon. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you can buy Shojin if you want. It's a good item. I just think this item is better because I want a sideline. And then obviously Starax I find more valuable than Shojin on Darius, even though it is very good on him. Where do you check gold efficiency of items? League Wiki has it, so they have a section where you can find it. No, I didn't get my ult off. He ran out. I took aggro. You know, if you tanked one more shot there and I get that double like healing Q, maybe I could live. Nah, I couldn't. I was getting TP'd on. But anyway, like I said, I don't think Shojin is bad. I just think this item build is more consistent for what I'm trying to accomplish this game. I should have I should have pre-ulted there. That's my bad. I could have input buffered my ult during the CC. Would have made a difference. I like how Blitz just dipped. He's like, nah, I'm good. Respect. Respect. You see what I mean? Like, this guy just standing there and hitting Aurelia knows that he wins. Like, that, it is noticeable, you know? When you have that kind of confidence, especially in a stage match, you know? That is something that makes me go like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. Oh. And that makes me go like, he does not know what he's doing. Okay then, Solo Bolo. I wasn't in range. What about that? So, like, neither objective is really spawning because they just took Herald, right? So, the other objectives are a while away, so I'm just gonna push this wave and then I'm gonna roam, I think. I'm looking at my teammates here and what they're doing. They're gonna define how much pressure I put on this top tower here. Because they don't have TP on Yone, and he's one of their strongest members, but I do assume that people are gonna come and defend this, so I don't wanna take too much free damage here. Like I mentioned in the thing, taking free damage. Right now, taking free damage is really bad because that's going to cost us like valuable time pressuring, right? Is this an angle where I flash over this wall clean and just kill people? I don't think so, but I mean, I'd respect someone doing that. I just didn't think it was necessary. Do you ever flame your team? Yeah, sure. When I'm frustrated, I'll flame my team a bit. But I try not to. Alright, this guy's actually really strong. Like he's unironically really strong. He has almost as much gold as me. Actually, he might have more gold than me. No, he doesn't have more gold than me. I was doing the math for the Kraken Slayer. I forgot that it's a 3k gold item. Most AD carry items are really expensive, so when Kraken Slayer is only 3k, it's like very cheap. I'd say if they give the item 10 more AD and make it 3.4k gold, that item would be a lot more balanced. I probably won't do that, but I think that would be a fair change. Because I think it's just really cheap for the effect it gives. I think the effect's really, really strong. A lot of damage on that effect. It would be a nerf to the item, even though, like, it would be a small nerf, but it would be a nerf. Like, they could even make it 55 AD and make it 3.4 and it would still be a nerf. Because it would take 400 gold longer to get online, which is a big deal. I'm just gonna press S here. I have nothing better to do. I'm not roaming a lot. You might be wondering, like I talked a lot about roaming. I'm not roaming a lot this game because my champ doesn't do shit against their champs. Grouping doesn't really accomplish much for me until I hit like when I hit Star Axe in 16, I can reach a point where I can like one-shot people. But right now I'm just not there yet. At least they're not taking any risks in testing or anything like that. So it's just hard for me to do anything. And then here, I'm just gonna gel this Yone here. I'm gonna pop Ghost here. This gives my team the opportunity to do whatever they want on the map, because there's 3 people on me, and they're not killing me, so they can't do anything. I have Fiddle near me, so now I can maybe bait them into a bad fight. Nice try. I have stacks on base. I mean, ideally we just go collect Drake, I find, and I base, but if they're still gonna like hover around me, I'm gonna make the most out of their timing. And actually squeeze a little bit here. And itty-bitty-bit. Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna go Drake. I'll just back off. I think that makes the most sense. I mean, we could take Drake, maybe? I'm actually worried here, because my... What's his name isn't here. Wow, that guy's just one-shot. I was trying to get an ult there. I missed my Q. Bit awkward, but I think it'll do. Owie. In case you're wondering why I wasn't grouping earlier, it's because I'm like, see what I mean? I have I have one thing that I can do, and then I just kind of get fucked. Oh damn, she burned to the Andres. But yeah, like I messed it up, so I instantly die. I don't have like any tools to re-engage or anything. Even with Ghost, it's hard, but it's possible. I think with Ghost, it's just once I get items, it'll get easier. I just wanted Star Axe before I did that, but I just saw an opportunity and I took it, even though I misplayed it, so it wasn't really a good opportunity. But it happens sometimes. Sometimes I misplay. Let's kill you? I'm not sure. I did. Oh, you mean like he didn't let me heal off Karthus with Q? Yeah, Karthus would have killed me anyway. Even if I heal with Q there, I'm still gonna die in the end, I think, so I don't really mind. It's Yone here, so that's kind of scary. We'll see, though. Maybe they can kill him as 2, because he doesn't have thingy yet. Oh my god. Fiddlesticks is balanced. So either we force Baron here together, or I go bot lane and stop the Herald. I don't mind. Like, I'm down to force Baron here. They don't have Karthus ult, and we have Seraphine, like, perma-shielding us. I think it's very reasonable. I just want to hit it as 5 people here. And if they come, Fiddle just ults, because they have no thingy flash here. Oh, this is also fine. He's going to ult over the wall here and one-shot her first, and then we go. I like that, too. Thought I ulted, but it's done. I'm just going to go here. I mean, I guess we need to hover first, make the play, and then we can... I just want to make sure my team knows I want to do this. Do you think jungle broken? Yeah, I mean, it's a strong roll. Do I think it's broken? I don't know. I don't really... You know, when it comes to game balance, it's like... I was never someone that looked at game balance and thought to themselves, like, oh yeah, this is broken, this is OP, whatever, right? Like, I never really, like, looked at it like that. This guy got a bit too cocky for my likings. I'm just gonna dunk him. I was just blocking his Qs, and then he actually walked into me, and I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna ult him before he pops out. Maybe someone can finish him off. If not, all good. But yeah, like, when it comes to video games, like, I never really was someone that was like, oh, this is so broken, like, why is this legal, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, only when I'm, like, really frustrated. But when I'm in a good mood, like, I'm just someone that I just play whatever I think is good, and I have fun doing it. But, I rarely complain about video game balance in the sense of, like, a roll is broken. It's more like, oh, this champion does way too much damage. That's super frustrating, you know? It's like, man, I don't feel like I can play the game against this champion. Like, I always feel like the jungle role you can play around, right? Like, I've never felt once in my life where I thought to myself, like, oh, wow, like, I can't play the game because jungle is OP. It's more like, oh, well, jungle is strong, and the reason why I can't play the game is because the enemy jungler is just much better than my jungler. So, that sucks, because my teammate's letting me down, not because the game is unplayable, you know, like, or the game is poorly balanced. It's just the way it is, you know, like if the guy's better than my jungler, then I just suffer, you know, like that's how League works, kind of. I'm gonna pop Ghost here and see what I can do. That was a nice cute. I'm gonna get in here as well. Holy fuck, he one-shot him, that's crazy. I have Stark still. Wait. Huh? That whiffed? I'm kind of sad now. I feel like I shouldn't have whiffed. I don't know. That upper hand? Sketchy. Not in a good way either. Like, not in a way of like, oh, I should have hit that. Because there's a lot of those that are like, did that guy have hit me with that? Probably not. I would have liked to dunk him there, but it's okay. I'll allow it. Bit of a weird game because my team is just winning and their champs are kind of good. Wait, we can't end here unless we actually play seriously. I need Akshan to hit. Yeah, I needed Akshan to hit the Nexus there. I walked into 1-for-1 with Karthus, but maybe I shouldn't have. What would you pick into Darius in a comp match? Like versus Adam? Depends. If you blind picks Darius, I think the best champions are still like Jace. I think if you're comfortable playing that matchup, I think that's a really good one. I think Jace, Jax, these are really good if you know how to play the matchups. I think Jax is more like skill, but I think that would work. But I think Jace is like definitely the best pick into Darius, like all things considered in terms of game. I think like Kennen, for example, and stuff, also acceptable. What do you think of the Darius versus Renekton matchup? I think it's like, it's not worth playing for the Renekton side. I don't think you can reliably get ahead. Camilla is indeed very bad into Darius. I agree. Who is the best top laner in the world? I think most people would say it's like Keen or one of the Chinese top laners. Bin. I have so much random stuff on this account that I haven't opened. 16 keys. Or key fragments, sorry. Did I see Broken Blade on Desante? Yeah, I did, yeah. He played well. Isn't Aatrox into Darius very good for Aatrox? No, it's not that good. Multi-disenchant. Holy shit. Pog Champ! I don't want to disenchant everything, I just want to disenchant my extras. Owned and duplicate shards will be disenchanted. I only want duplicates to be disenchanted though. Does it disenchant everything? I don't even know now because it selected 3 of them. I don't disenchant all, I only want duplicates. I mean, not that it really matters. Because like, I want to upgrade it. Unlock. I don't have a Swain shard. Oh, there we go, we have an Aatrox shard. And we'll only do duplicates? Oh, nice. Then I'll do that. I haven't streamed in a bit, but I'll be streaming for the next week. Definitely, more often. It does champ shards you own too? Oh, yeah, that kind of sucks. Then I'm not interested. Because, like, I have made it a thing that I want to be able to upgrade all my champs that I have here with shards. Because why not?